Welcome to the Aromatic Mystery School. I'm Elizabeth Ashley, the Secret Healer, and I am really excited today to jump on a call with Noha Aly, who is our resident Egyptology speaker at the Mystery School. And she's going to tell us a little bit about one of her up-and-coming classes about ancient healing technologies in Egypt. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of aromatherapists who are interested in this. So, Noha, so nice to see you. What is your background with Egyptian healing?
Hello, darling. I want to say hello for everyone in the whole world. I'm spreading the peace, the love with the whole world. And healing, it was an essential part of the ancient Egyptian life. It was a lifestyle. It wasn't only about when you get sick, psychological or physical, you go to a healer. No, it was a lifestyle. The ancient Egyptian, they live it every single moment in their life, using the essential oil every day, many times in the day even. So healing in the ancient Egyptian time, it was like how we breathe. So it was in the blood of all the Egyptians. Of course, in Egypt, we had the biggest healing center in the whole world. You cannot imagine how was big this center. And by the way, still exists till now in Egypt in a very huge place, even if the places that was used for healing doesn't exist anymore. There is a couple of them, but when you visit this place, you still breathe the vibes. You still have the same feelings of the ancient Egyptian when they go for seeking help, when they ask Sekhmet for help, because of course she was the biggest healer, and the priests who work in her temple, they were healers as well as Shizimu, the god of oil. He's the one who helps the people. He's the one who gave them the idea about how to use the essential oil, which oil it's good for them, which kind of oil it's gonna heal them. And by the way, the mystery school of healing at the ancient time, it was the roots or the base of all the mystery schools in the whole world. Now we have this kind of Indian school talks about the chakras inside the body. But if we are talking about the ancient Egyptian style, it was a little bit different. It was about having 7 etheric body around the physical body. So it's the same idea, but in a different way. You need to heal every single body before you reach the physical body. So for each one, it has a special kind of prayer, a special kind of oil, and then you get into your physical body to heal it. But first, you need to start from above, the very first one. And there is steps you need to go through. You need to ask for help because you cannot heal yourself if you have a problem. So you need to ask somebody to help you. And then when you go to this healer, there is some steps you need to follow, a lifestyle. That's why I was telling you, healing, it's a lifestyle. Lifestyle, I mean, what to eat to be healed, what kind of exercise you need to do daily to be healed, what kind of oil you need to use, what kind of stones you need to wear to heal each body as we are healing the 7 chakras now. So it was a very big school, and most of the priests in the ancient time, they were healers, but they were very well chosen by Sekhmet, of course. She's the one who gave them first the permission to be a healer, and then give them the secrets, the ways to use to heal the people. The ancient Egyptian also, they make like a scan for the body, really. And they know each organ inside our body. And they saw in the nature a reflection of this organ. I'm gonna tell you more about that when we are talking about healing during the session. The heart, it has a reflection in the nature. The lungs, it has reflection in the nature. The backbone as well, the skull, every part in our body, it has a reflection in the nature. And by the way, that's why we called that what we call now incorrectly gods in the ancient time. We call them at that time the Neteru. Neteru, it's a word coming from nature or natural. So they were not gods, but they were energy, exist in the nature that helps us. And that's why it was a very mystery and a very advanced as well school at the ancient time.
So I just can't wait to have this have a group of aromatherapists together, like all listening to this, going, oh, the one thing that I should really clarify for people that perhaps aren't members of the school might go, oh, that's wrong. So in the ancient Egypt, they talk about essential oils. We talk about essential oils. They're not quite the same thing as you would buy off the shelf today.
Yes.
But the oils were sort of macerations or decoctions where the plants had been steeped in an oil and
Yes.
all of the chemicals had been taken out. Of course, today I presume they do use essential oils the same way as we do they?
No, actually, it's different. It's different from the ancient time. Even we have some places in the temples tells us about all the ingredients, all the way that we can use to extract the oil from the plants. But there is some plants that doesn't exist nowadays. So we have different kind of oils, but we still have the same 7 oils. I'm talking about the main oils that we use for healing. We still have it in Egypt. We still have these plants in Egypt.
And you talked about it being the main healing center. Where was the main healing center? Are you able
Oh,
to disclose that yet or
you
not?
want to know all the secrets.
That's a secret, but all right, we're going to save that. I agree.
So the biggest healing center in Egypt, it was in the south of Egypt. It was the big city that we call it now Aswan. And Aswan consists of small cities. So we have Aswan, Komombo, and Itfo. The 3 of them, they are the triangle of the biggest healing center in Egypt. Why? I'm gonna tell you during the session.
I agree. So what I should say to people is what we always do in these classes is to know how, obviously just a beautiful lecture with loads of PowerPoints and slides, but we also do it as a transmission. So it's like a devotion. And so we'll be tuning in to the energy of the healing center as one before we begin. So we'll be logged on to that healing, which will be exciting.
Yes.
So I hope that everybody's intrigued to come and have a look what we're doing. I'm going to post the details to the sales page for everybody to see prices and dates. But yeah, we're really looking forward to it. Thank you, Noha.
Thank you, my love.